in a little bit of a child's pose, so you'll be butt back onto your heels, hands forward, chest down. And we'll just kind of take a couple breaths here. Maybe rocking a little side to side. Couple deep breaths. And then we're gonna go ahead and come on up into like a tabletop, all fours, hands and knees on the ground. And then from here, we're gonna take your right arm and reach up to the ceiling. And then you're gonna twist and pull it through under your left armpit. And we're gonna do like 3 twists on this side. Taking your time, nice and slow and steady. And after you do 3, we'll go ahead and plant that hand back down and we'll go up the other side. And again, do about 3. Nice and slow and steady. And then we'll go ahead and plant your hands back down and we'll push back into that child's pose again. And coming back up with your hands and your knees, and we'll do 3 more twists per side. And again, placing that down, and we'll do 3 twists on the other side. All right, we'll go ahead and plant your hands back on the mat and go ahead and reach back with your feet. So we'll be into a plank, this nice high plank with your hands down. And then we'll go ahead and take your right elbow and place your right elbow down, and then your left elbow down. So now we're down in low plank. Just hang out here for a couple breaths. And then we'll come back up to high plank, planting one hand and then planting the other. And then from here, we're going to do a little shoulder tap on right hand, left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. And we'll do another tap, and then we'll go ahead and come down again to low plank. One elbow down to the other elbow down. Couple of deep breaths here. And then we'll march back up to high plank. And then shoulder taps again. Left hand, right shoulder, right hand, left shoulder. 2 taps per side. And then back down to low plank. Deep breath in and out. Back up to high plank. Shoulder taps. 2 times through the taps. And back down to low plank. Back up to high plank. And we'll give those shoulder taps. Tap, tap, tap. All right, we'll go ahead and inchworm your hands back to your feet. And then we'll go ahead and stand on up. Nice and slow, make sure you're centered standing up, take your time. And then we're gonna go ahead and go into a knee hug. So I'll take that right knee, hug it up to your chest. And then we'll lunge forward. Hands come down, that back knee stays up. And we'll do a twist towards that. So if your right knee is forward, your right hand twists up. And then we'll go ahead and plant the hands and step your feet up to meet. And if you don't have room to keep walking, you can just turn around and go back the way you came, but now we're going to do a knee hug on the other side. So left knee hug. Into a big lunge step, letting your hands come down to the ground. Back knee stays up. Left arm twist up to the sky. And then back down to the ground, and we'll step up. And we'll do that one more time each side. So back to our right leg knee hug, into that lunge. Hands down, twist, right hand up. Back down and step up. And we'll go to the left side, so left knee hug. Into the lunge, hands down. Add a twist. Hand back down, step back up to meet. All right, and if you want, you can grab like a sip of water, but we're gonna go through all of that stuff one more time, all the way back down to our child's pose. So you can grab a little sip of water, shake it out for like 20 seconds, maybe stretch in any way that you need. But we'll do that whole thing one more time. And so yeah, doing whatever you need for the next, we'll give you another 20 seconds, and then we'll just meet back here in the child's pose. And so if you want to hang out there now, you totally can. But otherwise, kind of doing whatever you feel, whatever you need. All right. And so again, we're going to start in child's pose, or we're all meeting in child's pose, and just taking a couple breaths here. And then we'll go ahead and pull ourselves up. So you're on your hands and knees, and then we'll do 3 twists. On each side. And then planting the hands and pushing back to child's pose. And you can do this at your own pace. You know, maybe nice and slow. Maybe you want to hang out in child's pose a little longer, but then pulling up and doing 3 of these twists on each side. And maybe you want to spend a little bit more time in that twist, especially if you're like really sitting at a computer all day. You know, maybe you do want to really spend time in this twist. But we'll be going through this for about 30 more seconds. So moving at your own pace through these 2 movements for 30 more seconds. Can you go down? Go down. Go down. All right, and then next we're going to go ahead and pull ourselves up into a plank. And we'll just kind of get centered in this plank for a couple moments, holding here in high plank, arms straight. Tucking your rib cage to your pelvis, pulling your belly button to your spine. And then we'll go ahead and drop down into low plank, 1 elbow at a time. And again, a couple deep breaths here before we go back up to high plank. And then we're going to add that shoulder tap 2 times. And then recenter back in that plank before coming back down to low plank. And so this again you can do at your own pace, hanging out as long as you like in each plank. And then adding those taps. And we're going to do 45 more seconds of our low plank, high plank, shoulder taps. And then from here, we're gonna go into our knee hug. So right leg knee hug, into a lunge, keeping that back knee up, hands down, and then right arm twist, hand back down, and then step up your feet to meet. Stand all the way up, and we'll switch to the other side. And so same thing with these, you spend the next about a minute and a half going through these at a pace that you like. Just alternating right and left. Knee hug, lunge, hands down and twist. And we'll do these for one more minute. It'll take about 30 more seconds. All right, nice work. All right, and so the next part, we'll keep hanging out kind of down here on our mat for a little bit. And you're gonna want your weight, 1 or 2 weights, but hopefully it's something you can hold in one hand. And the first thing we're gonna do is a renegade row, and so that's a push-up plus a dumbbell row on each side. And so you'll have a couple of variations on how you wanna attack these. And so the first variation would be like starting in a plank position, lowering yourself all the way to the ground, pushing yourself back up, and then grabbing your dumbbell, pulling it with your right hand, setting it back down, planting your right hand, and then pulling with your left arm. And that would be 1 rep. Another way you can do these is like doing them on your knees. And you can also plank for your push-up in the lower down, and then drop your knees to push up, and then stay on your knees to pull your dumbbell or your weight, whatever it is. Especially if it's a little bit heavier, that might be a good option for you to do these on your knees. If you have 2 weights, you can like hold them in your hands the whole time. So you can keep them in your hands for your push-ups, and then you just have them in position to pull. You don't need to switch. But I don't know, I kind of prefer to use one anyway. Yeah, does anyone not have an item they can hold in one hand? Because in that case, you could do push-ups and then bent row. So standing up, hinging forward, grabbing your item, and just pulling it up to your chest. You could also do these in a kneeling position with your item that's heavy if you want as well. With 2 hands. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll just start with some of those. We'll spend a minute doing some of those, and you can decide how many you want to do in 1 minute. Ready, set, go. And again, there's no rush or anything. We're just going to spend a minute doing those. And if you're doing push-ups plus bent row, I'll give you a 30-second warning, which is right now 30 seconds. So you can switch over to your bent row from your push-ups. there's 10 seconds left, so we'll go ahead and stop doing those and we'll take a little breather and we're gonna transition into a side plank. I'm gonna go left side first. Ready, set, go. Side plank. Low or high, you can decide if you want your elbow down or your hand down. You can also decide to put this bottom knee on the ground for some extra support if you'd like, or you can prop yourself up on your feet. But we're gonna hold for 10 more seconds in this side plank. All right, and then we're gonna go straight into some thread the needles. Ready, set, go. And so you're gonna take your right arm and twist under and then back up. And you're gonna do 6 of these. Nice job. And then we'll transition to the other side. So now we'll be on our right side doing that side plank. In 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1. Now we're going to thread the needle 6 times. Great work. We'll take a little time to get back to your weight. And we'll go right back into our renegade row. And try to do the same amount that you did last time. If you weren't counting, no big deal. Just feel it out. Do about the same amount. Ready, set, go. Seconds, so we're going to go into our side plank. See if you want to take a little break to transition. 3, 2, 1, side plank. More seconds. 3, 2, 1, 6. Thread the needle. Then we're gonna switch to the other side. We'll do it in 3, 2, 1, go. Side plank hold. Three, 2, 1, twist, thread the needle 6 times. All right, and then in 10 seconds, we'll go back to our renegade rows. 3, 2, 1, go! Fifteen seconds. And our side plank is next. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, 6, thread the needle. And we'll switch sides. Three, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, thread the needle 6 times. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time, all the way through. So we're back to our renegade rows. In 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. Ten seconds. Back to our side plank. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, 6, thread the needle. No, go like that. And we'll switch to the other side. last side plank. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. With the twist, sorry. Sometimes go just comes out. Okay, and then we're gonna take a little break. Take like 2 minutes off. So stretch out, grab your water. The chair is gonna be next. So for the next part, you can, depending on if you have an actual chair, if you have options for like the height that you can use whichever height you want. And if you have a chair, you're gonna sit on your chair, but if you don't, then you can sit on the ground. And the first thing we're gonna do is some press in a seated position with your item. And so if you have one weight, you can just have 2 hands on it. We're just gonna do a press, and you'll do 20 times with both hands on your one weight. If you have 2 weights, we'll do 10 with both in your hands, and then 10 where one is up and one is down, and you're kind of moving them at the same time. You'll do 10 like that, if that's an option for you. And if you only have one weight, then you can just do 10 per side. And again, try to find a seated position somewhere to do those. Ready? Go. You can go when you're ready. And so we're looking for just 20 total presses overhead. And again, you know, if it makes more sense for you to do less because of how heavy your weight is, that's fine. No. And you can set your weights down, and then we'll come over to the chair for the next part. And you're gonna face away from your chair, but you're gonna get your hands on it. And we're gonna drop your butt down and then press yourself back up on the chair or the ledge, whatever you've got. And we're gonna do these for 30 seconds, just doing however many you want. And then in 3, 2, you're gonna stay in this position, but you're just gonna kick your legs out like you're doing a reverse mountain climber. And we're gonna do these for 15 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Okay, then we'll rest. We'll take 1 minute to rest, and we'll go back to our seated press. Go lay down. Go lay down. 30 more seconds to rest. Give your arms a break, your armies. All right, 10 more seconds. And again, we're looking for 20 of those press. And if you have the capacity to like vary the style during your set, you can. Ready, set, go. Seated press. And then we'll go back to the chair. And we're gonna go for 30 seconds of dips, followed by 30 seconds of the reverse mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1, go. Taking short breaks if you need. 10 more seconds of the dips. Three, two, one. That reverse kick. Wow, these really burn. Nice job, everybody. 15 more seconds. Three, two, one. Whew, rest. Okay, we're gonna do one more round. After we rest though. More seconds. Seconds. And again, we'll do our seated press. 3, 2, 1, go. And in 20 seconds, we'll be back to the chair. Those really burn. But this is our last chair dip. Reverse kicks. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, two, one, Those kicks. Oh my gosh, 15 seconds. Three, two, one, rest. All right, we'll take another 2 minutes to rest before we go into the next EMOM. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Go lay down. No. Dang, that was hard. Hey, go lay down. Go. Go lay down.
Yeah, the shoulders. Ouch.
I know, my shoulders are burning. And we're gonna do one more shoulder EMOM. You're gonna love it. Okay, so we're gonna do 30 seconds. We're gonna do this one 2 rounds. So just to let you know, this one is kind of like, we're doing less and less rounds of all the shoulder work. So this is your chance to kind of try to go hard. I mean, I know you're going hard all the time. And you know, obviously not hurting yourself or anything. But we're gonna do 30 seconds, as many push-ups as you can. And you can do them any style you want. So they can be on your knees, they could be to your chair. They can be the style where you lower down in a plank and come up on your knees. Any style you want. But again, try to pick something where you can like do a lot of reps. If you're trying to do something that's like really tough and you're only getting like 2 push-ups in 30 seconds, that's fine. That's not bad. It's just for now, it would be better to just try to get a lot of reps at something. So pick a modification that's going to allow you to get a lot of reps. Yeah, and then as soon as we're done with our 30 push-ups, we're going to go right into 30 mountain climbers. And then we're going to finish with a 1-minute plank hold. And we're going to try to do all of that after we do like our set of push-ups, and then we'll rest and do it again. And so you can like try to go hard with your push-ups and then just try to hang on for the mountain climbers and the plank hold. No, don't sit there. Okay. And so again, we're going to start with those push-ups, and you can do them any style you want. So use that chair. I might do my lower down plank up on the knees just so I can do lots of reps. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Three, two, one, mountain climbers. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop down onto low plank. And we're going to hold for 1 minute. way. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. We're gonna rest 1 minute and then repeat and try to do the same amount of push-ups this time. All right, 15 seconds. And again, try to get the same amount of push-ups, but either way, we're just gonna go for 30 seconds, getting as many as you can. Same style though. 3, 2, 1, go. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climb. Almost forgot where we were. And just keep mountain climbing. Keep going. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We'll drop down low plank. Seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice work. Good job. Okay, like I said, we were doing like shorter and shorter EMOMs. And it's not going to be an EMOM this last time, but we're just going to do one set. No, go lay down. We're going to do sit-ups next. So if you need like a little mat for your butt, you can grab it. And we're going to do one set, 4 minutes, as many sit-ups as you can. And that'll be the last thing for today. We'll start in 30 seconds. One set, 4 minutes. As many sit-ups as you can. And any style of sit-ups. All sit-ups are good sit-ups. Just do some sit-ups. I don't know what is wrong with you animals right now. Go lay down. Okay, we'll start. 3, 2, 1, Go! That's 1 minute. Two minutes. One more minute. Fifteen more seconds. Three, two, one. Rest. And that's the end for today. I'm gonna do a little cobra stretch. Thanks for coming.